A friend asked what I would be preaching on this weekend. Said, well, if you'd like the answer to that, come to Mass. Just kidding. But a friend did ask me, what are you preaching on? So as I began to tell my friend what I would be preaching on, I had to put it in proper context. I had to fill in the blanks, as it were. I had to kind of give a synopsis of the gospel. And so I began saying, Jesus has just fed the 5,000, the continuation of last week's gospel. He goes up the mountain, he prays by himself, he startles his disciples, and then Peter is invited to walk on the water. And my friend said, oh, yeah, I know that one. That's the one where Peter just gives up. We ended our discussion there, but that's kind of where I picked up my own pondering. I bet you, and I'm not a gambling man, but if I were, I bet if I were to poll everyone here tonight and ask if you agree with my friend that Peter gave up, a good percentage would agree. A good percentage would agree that Peter lost his focus. And I would agree with you wholeheartedly. However, there's something missing. And it's that missing piece you and I need to discover as men and women of faith, as disciples. We live in a world that is quite stormy, don't we? Yes, we do. That wind sometimes blows at us and pushes us over, and we fall. And like Peter, we lose our sight. We can't see Jesus clearly. But poor Peter, poor St. Peter, Jesus says, oh, you of little faith. But there's something else. Who's going to give Peter credit for actually getting out of the boat and starting to walk on the water? I don't think I would have been the first one to raise my hand. I don't think I would have said to Jesus, oh yeah, call me, and come on, I'll go and walk on that water. Like the other 11, I would have been petrified. I would have been filled with fear, inexplicable emotions. I think there's a ghost, there's a storm all around, and now he wants me to walk on the water? This can't be for real. But Peter is at least brave, isn't he? He gets out of the boat. Yeah, okay. He loses his sight. He begins to falter. He begins to sink. But at least he had the knowledge to cry out, Lord, save me. How many of us forget that? How many of us sometimes would rather just sink and forget? We need to be courageous as disciples living in the 21st century. Despite the storminess that is all around us, and it's everywhere. It's easy to be who we are in this building, but when we leave, when the storminess overtakes us, are we willing to accept the invitation once again to walk on the water towards Jesus? Or will we be petrified and scared and rather sit in the boat as it's being tossed about? Or do we go to Jesus? And then when we fall from time to time, will we have the courage and the wisdom to scream out, Lord, save me? That's what we do together. That's what we gather here for tonight. To be strengthened in our resolve, to be courageous, to get out of the boat, and to always stay focused on Jesus. And from time to time, to cry out his name asking him to save us once again. You want to walk on water? Get out of the boat.